Okay, it's not a copy and paste method that gets spread throughout. Everything is tailored to the individual. Yes, guys, welcome back to the channel, Productive Mindset. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe right now. I'm bringing you a video today on the toughest challenges that I've faced so far as an online coach. Now, being an online coach isn't as easy as it looks, because you've got people relying on you for advice, for motivation, for inspiration. And when you've got to take on other people's daily challenges, other people's struggles that they face on a day-to-day basis, the biggest one being the self-sabotaging habits when they get so far within the journey and then all motivation wears out and it's like, I don't know what to do next. That's when they loop back to self-sabotaging habits. Now, they turn to me for help and guidance on how to overcome those habits and how to overcome them once and for all and build better ones within the daily routine that will help them break through this barrier once and for all. Now, what we're going to look at in this video is how I've helped my clients break through those mental barriers, how I balance my coaching whilst actually scaling the business, dealing with client plateaus, training for my own fitness goals whilst coaching others, overcoming those low engagement periods on social media when I'm trying to put out value and nobody's watching, and of course, getting clients to trust the process, which can be very difficult after we've just talked about habits and how they have struggled to break them in the past. It's all about trusting the process, where you loop back to square one, back to day one, and then we're going to wrap it up. Okay, so number one is how I help my clients overcome mental barriers. How do I help my clients overcome self-doubt and self-sabotage? What we do is we implement a strategy, an accountability support network. So number one is we've got a Productive Mindset community. Now that's a way for everybody to have an input on everyone else's journey. Okay, so when you see people posting in the chat with their daily wins, that's going to give you a kick up the arse to get into the gym and do something with your day. If you haven't trained in the morning and you're sitting on the idea of going training in the afternoon and you think, but I've been working all day and I deserve to go home and chill. When you've got guys in the group posting their wins, posting their daily challenges that they've overcome, you're going to want to tackle that head on by doing your own, by going to the gym yourself. Not only do my clients get the one-to-one support call with me, they also get daily interaction with myself too. Voice notes, text messages, okay, phone calls. And every week, to help my clients stay motivated, what I do is I'll send a message in the group chat and I'll ask them about their goals. A Sunday refresh, goals. What are the goals? What's the next goal you want to achieve? What is the next goal you want to achieve before Christmas? What do you want to achieve for this week? Having that constant reminder there in the forefront of the mind will keep them accountable for what they initially agreed with themselves before they signed up with me to help them along their fitness journey. And of course, we celebrate every victory. We celebrate those wins when we hit those 10 kg milestones, those 5 kg milestones. Every milestone gets celebrated. It's about celebrating the small wins. Now with that, we can welcome foods back in. We can welcome those back in on a weekend. We can let the foot off the gas a little bit, let the foods back in, have a weekend of filling up, and then boom, we hit it again and go on to the next goal, which will be the next phase of the training process. Of course, the power of the mindset is absolutely key, but you guys know this already. The mindset is so powerful, right? So when we're building daily disciplines in place and we're cementing them in place, what we are doing is future-proofing our success. We are making sure that we do not fall off track in the future. Because oftentimes I can find clients will deviate after 4 weeks after having so much momentum built. Not every client, but some clients will have so much momentum built within the 4 weeks, they'll drift off a little bit. That's for me to pull them back in and remind them of what they initially set out to achieve whilst working with me. Again, accountability. Challenge number 2, balancing my coaching whilst actually scaling the business. Now, how I manage my one-on-one clients is we do weekly check-ins. They get a form to fill out every Sunday, and then I review their check-in information of the previous week on the Monday. Okay, so everything gets reviewed and we go through it all in a detailed response by myself. I'm making sure that we are implementing changes going forward into the next week and not making any mistakes that we made in the previous week. Okay, it's about weekly contact and weekly adjustments so we can adjust it accordingly to make sure that we're getting towards those goals. Of course, I'm trying to do all this whilst expanding my client base, whilst expanding my reach on my social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and of course TikTok, making sure I'm putting out enough valuable content for people to actually trust me and trust that I know what I'm talking about and trust that I am the man to help them lose their weight. How I overcome this and make sure that communication is on all-time high for my clients, all communication runs through WhatsApp or the Trainerize app. Now, with the Trainerize app, my clients get a detailed breakdown of the current training plan that they need to do, the nutrition plan. All communication can be done through the Trainerize app or WhatsApp group, whichever is comfortable for the client. Me personally, I prefer them both. I always get a better response time off WhatsApp from my clients. So that's like the main communication app, but all the other bits and bobs like the nutrition and the training and stuff like that will be done through the Trainerize app and accountability through WhatsApp. Everything is specifically tailored to the individual, to their goals, to their lifestyle, and to their time restrictions. Okay, it's not a copy and paste method that gets spread throughout. Everything is tailored to the individual. Now, of course, I've invested a lot on camera equipment over the years, lighting equipment like the lighting in this video. It's good, isn't it? It's good, I like this. Whilst trying to bring out the best quality imaginable for my YouTube and just making sure that I'm progressing each week in the correct direction. For Instagram as well, making sure I'm putting the correct amount of value out for people to take in so I can actually grow my coaching business to where I want to grow it to and be able to help as many people as possible. I only like to help people who actually need it. I don't just take anyone onto the program for the sake of taking people onto the program. If you need and want the help, the space is there for you, okay? Challenge number 3, dealing with client plateaus. Now, my clients can get slightly frustrated when they hit a plateau. When they see the weight not moving anywhere, it's just going sideways. It's been coming down for so long, and then the weight's going along like that, just going sideways. It can be a frustrating period. But what happens in your journey is your body changes its composition, okay? So as you're losing weight, you are putting muscle on. So you're bringing that physique through. Sometimes the scales don't change. And I will always tell my clients, happiness isn't in the scales. Happiness is how you look and feel. And if you look good, what's it to moan about? Are you really hitting a plateau? If you are, then we can adjust the training slightly and the nutrition to make sure that we break through the plateau. It's important to acknowledge what the actual plateau is. You know, what are we looking at? What do we need to achieve? How much is it preventing us from getting towards the goal that we had in the first place? Was it the abs we wanted to bring through? Was it the sculpted chest, the bigger shoulders? Was it more muscle density in the back? Each solution for each individual client is obviously different. Now that's why everyone gets assessed differently. So when I've got clients hitting plateaus, then it's important to know what it is that they're actually struggling with. Like I said, it could be anything from the weight on the scales. Are they carrying too much water weight? Are the abs not as visible as they should be? There's no one-size-fits-all solution for each client, and that's where the difficulty can come into it. It's about breaking through those plateaus for each individual client and making sure that we're actually acknowledging what the problem is for that person. Everyone's different. So being a coach is a little bit like being a counselor. Everybody's mind works different. Some people's bodies respond differently to foods and training exercises. So it's about understanding each individual person, the lifestyle, the goals, the sleep, the habits, and making sure that we're creating a clear roadmap to go into phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, whatever plateau we may hit within those phases. And of course, recovery and diet play a massive role in results. So if we are hitting plateaus, that's the 2 avenues that we'll look in first. Oftentimes, my clients can be feeling a little bit burnt out from the hard efforts that they're putting in. Sometimes it's important to take a deload week, take a step back, let the body recover. And it's a little bit like a catapult effect. Once you take that recovery week, you are essentially pulling back the catapult to let it go even further. Challenge number 4, training for my own fitness goals whilst coaching others. So I had a marathon at the start of the year, which I completed and got a PB on. I slashed 40 minutes off that time. Now I'm also training for a 10K PB on the 29th of December, and it is currently the 7th of October. So I'm 1 month into my training plan for that. How do I prioritize my own training whilst coaching others though? Of course, time management comes into it. Time blocking within my schedule. Ideally, I like to get 2 sessions in a day. One first thing in the morning, within half an hour of waking up. And the second one, I can get in on my dinner time. That's in between client calls and potential client calls, and obviously getting that in within my lead gen as well. Of course, it's important to set boundaries too. Now, it's a very good job being an online coach, and I absolutely love it to death. I've sometimes found myself messaging clients back at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, but you do have to set boundaries. You do have to schedule time out for yourself. It's important. You are a human being at the end of the day, and if you can't perform at 100% your best, then how can you expect to put your energy onto your clients? You've got to clear this out first. You've got to look after the body. You've got to make sure that you're heading towards your goals and you're fulfilling your needs as well. At the end of the day, you are human just like them. You've got so many people relying on you. You have to put yourself first so you can look after everybody else. That is what I preach to most of my clients who, before they signed up on the program, they had to understand that they've got to take themselves first to then look after the family. That's just the way it is. So prioritizing yourself first is not a selfish thing to do. You have to do that in order to look after everybody else. Ultimately, that's going to make me a better coach and a better role model. The more my clients see me in shape, the more I'm holding them accountable to what they initially signed up with me to do. They see me being in shape, I'm inspiring them as a role model and someone to look up to for them to stay in shape. That's why they initially signed up with me. So as a coach, it's important that I have my own goals in place so I can strive for what it is I want to strive for. The next one being a 10K race. And if I can get a PB in that 10K race, then I'm also, letting my clients know that it's achievable to do that. If I can do it, then they can do it. Simple as that. That's where inspiration comes into it. Challenge number 5, overcoming low engagement periods. Sometimes you can see a lack of progress within the business, and it can play so much with your mind. You could be doing everything right for weeks and not see fuck all results from it. This is where delayed gratification comes into it. You could be laying so many foundations, sowing so many seeds week in, week out. This could happen for a couple of months and you don't see nothing back. And you think you're doing the wrong thing, but actually you're not. There could be many factors coming into it. If it depends on your demographic and who you target. So I target men, and in July and August, I had a really quiet period within the business. That was because most people are going on holiday. 6 weeks holidays are coming into play. People are booking holidays because it's warm, it's summer. We all know the best bodies are built in winter, and that's where we put the work in the most as men. So when summer comes around, most of the time, a lot of men will take the foot off the gas, hit the beer gardens, hit the holidays, and it's hard to actually get through to them to remind them of their health. So what do? You've got to reevaluate the strategy. You've got to hit them from a different angle, hit them with the content. How can I market their own struggles to them on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and give them a solution for it? So how can I let them know that I'm the man to take control of their health when they're at their most comfortable throughout the year? Of course, I show them my client results. I show them what happens within the business and how to overcome these obstacles. Everybody will overlook their health and fitness in the summer months. It's too easily done. It's warmer, we're usually hungrier, we want to go out and drink and enjoy life, we want to go on holidays, we want to let those bad habits come back in, and before you know it, October rolls around and everyone's panicking and wanting to re-sign. Consistency is absolutely key. You just got to continue as normal. These low engagement periods do happen in life, they do happen in business, so it's important to stay consistent. Now, my job as an online coach is to help people get in shape. So I've got to put content out that's going to let people know that I've got what they need to get in shape. Free workout ideas, free meal ideas, client updates, how I do my business, how I help my client get from A to B, and the step-by-step process within that strategy. So just got to be consistent. Consistency is key, no matter what struggle it is. And oftentimes, if you step back and analyze your situation, you can come at it with a new angle, something a little bit different that's going to hit the audience a little bit better. Challenge number 6 is getting clients to trust the process. Now, this loops back to challenge number 1. It's a challenge getting clients to stick to the process, convincing the clients to stick to the plan when the results don't come in the first month. Again, oftentimes people will loop back to old habits after month 1 is over. They've seen so much results, motivation's worn off, boom, before they know it, they've had one weekend of eating shit and they're back at square one, and then they've wasted a week. That's where I've got to showcase client results. I've got to showcase examples of my results as a coach and within my transformational journey, and showcase other clients who have also achieved something of a similar nature, like Chris at the minute, who's actually on his way to smashing a sub 20-minute 5K PB. Also, we've got Kai, we've got Layla, who have both achieved 15 kilogram fat loss. So posting them on Instagram is a fantastic way to remind my clients that that could too one day be them if they trust the process. Did I trust the process? Yes. Did Kai, did Layla, did Chris? Yes. And of course, education is vital. Now, what I have in the Productive Mindset community is a members area with specific videos on how to build discipline, how to overcome self-sabotage, and how to fuel properly within your workouts. So we've got nutrition covered, we've got the mindset covered, and we've got the training covered too. So if at any point my clients feel like they are not seeing results or they losing trust in the whole program, they can revert back to the members area and get educational based content on how to overcome certain barriers and get through the maze. Now guys, that is the 6 challenges of what I've learned from being an online coach. Now, it's not been an easy process. My business is coming up to being 1 year old at the minute. I officially started in late October, start of November, and it is now the beginning of October. So I'm almost 12 months into the journey. Has it been easy? No, it's not. It's been very testing at times. My mindset has been tested, my belief system has been tested, and it's not been an easy process, but I have loved every second of it. It's my passion. Health and fitness is what lives in my heart. I live and breathe it. Every day I'm talking about it. Every day I'm learning about it more and more every single day. So has it been easy? No, it's not. But have I loved it? Yes, I have. And I want to know more about your challenges within your fitness journey as well. So if you've got anything that you're struggling with in your fitness journey, you can drop a comment below, or you can drop me a message on Instagram at Productive Mindset. I'll leave it up here so you can locate me directly. And I'd love to know your fitness journey and what you've achieved and what you want to achieve, or if you are stuck and you want to overcome a certain challenge. Challenges are what make us grow, both in fitness and in life. So let's overcome them together. Guys, if you've made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much. Don't forget to leave me a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you can help me grow and bring more videos like this. Let's go.